Okay, I guess it's too late. Let's play anyway. Koreans versus Inca. Worst matchup ever. Nah, versus Aztecs it would be even worse, but that's so bad still. So what strategy do I do as a tutorial? Which is more fun for you, team game or 1v1? I like team game a bit more, but I'm improving way more playing 1v1s. Yeah, everyone is playing AoE form. Tower War? Could be. What strategy do we do? Guys, I don't want to be trolling. You guys always want to see trolls, but I want to teach you some stuff. Oh, 20 pop, 1 range with 2 militias on the way. That's a good idea, and I don't have any eco bonus, so that's perfect to do a tutorial. Okay, let's do that, Natov. So if you guys didn't know, I started doing a strategy recently, which is not going for a rush, but going fast up, like 20 pop, and then you add 2 militias on the way, so you can do damage with your 2 militias on your scouts in feudal age. So I will be going for that, and I think it's a new meta. Like really, I'm not even kidding. I think it should be the new meta. It has answer against anything. So we'll be going with 3 on wood because we want to go 20 pop up. And the faster you want to go up, the less on wood you should put. So 3 on wood. We don't need the barracks that early. We need food to go up. 요트르넷. So this build looks like a scout build. In the opening at least. We're still missing 2 ships. Okay, nice. Just had to complain about it. So let's make 2 houses because we'll be going 20 pop-up, but just in case we're not able to click at 20, we need another house to go 21. So in this KOTD Arabia version, you don't need to add like vills on berries instantly. You can put way more on the elephant because there is more space and more food. So I'm delaying a bit my berries compared to what I usually do. The guy is trying to lame me. Okay, let's take the elephant. No. Okay, that's his TC. The guy is trying to lame, so let's steal his ship. We are not gonna take them, but let's deny them from him. Wait, we failed, but we were still annoying. He had idle TC just because of that. So we'll be going with 3 on wood, berries, I mean. It's enough. If you put 4, then you will have like nothing under your TC when you click up. So it will be time to add the 4th vill on wood. I mean, to add more vills on wood now. We want to go 20 pop-up. So if you add more vills on wood at 18 pop, you are good to click up. Like you will have enough food to click up. Ouais, je la mettrai sur YouTube par là-bas. Okay, we need a barrack soon, so my berries are forward, so I'm gonna use a vill from the berries to do that. Nice. And we can go up now. The guy is going for a rush, so let's be careful. Now we want more vills on wood. We want 5 more vills on wood. And let's take the stragglers trees before I can afford a lumber camp. You want full HP vills, by the way. You want full HP vills. I mean, it's only 2 militias, let's not give a fuck about it. Now you will need 2 on gold. You can wait for your second lumber camp to be up before sending on gold, but you don't really need to wait. And you can take gold later than if you are making mana attempts, because you only need 2 militias, and you have enough gold to make 2 militias at the moment. Okay, nice. So we are defending with our 2 militias, and we want to be able to make an archer range now. So let's make sure you have the wood to make an archer range. If you don't have the wood, then you should remove it from the ship, like I did. So we are defending, and we are getting range faster than him, because we did 20 pop-up. Make house. Now we'll be able to attack, because we'll have an archer, and he won't have an archer. So let's attack and defend with our first archer. Let's... Wait, why am I housed? What the fuck did I do wrong? That's okay. Okay, 4 on gold is good if you want to produce from 1 archer range and still do +1. And now you will have to start making farms. Without the upgrade, by the way. 1 archer will be able to defend, so let's send the other one forward. And yeah, that's why I only put 3 on berries, because if I put 4, I would have nothing under my TC, like I said. Okay, we're defending. Blacksmith, okay. Let's go on these berries, and you want to keep making farms. You want to keep making farms, you want to keep making houses as well. And yeah, for now I don't need to attack with my archers. I just need to make sure I'm like not having pressure on me at home, and then I will be good to go. So I will show you something. It's probably not gonna work because he's watching it, but when you start attacking with your drush or even scouts, just make sure you put your militias between the TC and the villager, because when you hit it, the villager is running away, like on the other side. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Don't need to explain that. So it's easier for you to kill the villager if he runs that way instead of running that way. Okay, we'll be able to do a blacksmith. I think I did a bit too many farms, but if you need +1 earlier than I did, then you shouldn't make as many farms. I guess 3 farms is a good number before blacksmith. And now we are still pressuring. We have more archers than our opponent, and he cannot really open skirms because we have 2 militias. That's the thing. Now we'll be able to go skirms. Oh, I forgot to micro that. Okay, that's okay. We are losing 1 vill. That's not too bad. Okay. What did I do with my micro? Oh, we lost the scout even. So I will show you guys the use of the 2 militias. Still need +1, but then you will see that 2 militias can do big damage. Let's wait for +1. So if I snipe the archer, Okay, now the two militias are owning. Look at that. And it requires a lot of micro for him to get rid of them. Look at how much damage they are doing. It's insane. And now he's dead. Just because of the two militias. Okay, let's get the market up. It's always useful to use market to go up. You get a faster castle age time usually. And now we are not gonna make more farms because we already have 500 food, and farms are not gonna change anything on my uptime. It's too late to make our farms worth it before clicking up. So let's send more gold. I guess we can cancel that and buy 100 food. And we are up. So we are up faster than him, and we did more armies than him because we started creating earlier. So now you want to make the farm upgrade before your farm finishes. How many farms you usually do? You want to make farms until you have like 500 food. After 500 food, your farms will be useless to go up. So you can keep making farms if you are going knights, because farms will still be useful against to produce knights. But if you are going archers like I am, then you don't want to add more farms. Wait, I just did something and I was just gonna do the opposite. Okay, I have market, so with market there is one rule: you never have too many vills on gold. Let's make like one house here just in case he attacks, and one here, so you will see him coming. And yeah, we have a really good vision on our base. I did one stable because when you are doing archers, you almost always want to have a stable on the way up, because look at stable will be really useful. 1 or 2 knights can kill everything. So I will be going crossbows. Yeah, I think adding skirmisher on the way was a mistake. You want to add skirmisher only if you need it. Like only if you are getting attacked and you really need it. Okay, let's do 1 knight. And yeah, he's just dead. So you'll be staying 1 TC, so when you want to stay 1 TC, you should make new lumber camps. Otherwise it would be too far away. Okay. Let's make him chase me, so my knight can kill him. I just want to bait him. You cannot really only on crossbow if you up before him. Like 1 stable is always useful, because if you don't have the stable, the opponent can pressure you with this scum and you have to defend until you get the upgrade, so you will not be in his base in time to do damage. While if you have a stable, he's supposed to go back with his scums. So if he goes back with his scums, then you can pressure him already with crossbowman. That's the thing. You want to have map control when your upgrade is kicking. Yeah, GG. So if we look at the uptimes, we have really good fuel age time, 20 pop-up, and really good castle age time, while we did 2 militias and some skirmisher. So I think the strategy is quite OP. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the new meta, because okay, it's easy to defend against the rush, like you saw, because you have 2 militias and a feudal age scout, so you pretty much kill his militias. It's easy to take advantage versus Manatams, because you are doing 20 pop-up, so you will have your militias on his base, while he was not even on his way. So he will have to defend with 3 militias versus 2. So you have an advantage on that. It's good versus straight archers, because the guy going straight archers has to quick wall his resources, and he spends more resources quick walling everything than you spent on your 2 militias. Oh, merci Talounette pour l'abonnement, merci beaucoup. Thank you Ace for the sub, thank you so much. What can the opponent do? Okay, opponent can do scouts. If the opponent is going scouts, you just add 1 spear early feudalage with your 2 militias, and you put the big pressure on him. And if you keep your militias alive, the guy will have to go scums versus your archers, and like you saw, militias destroy scums. What strategy can the guy do? Oh no, it has an answer against everything. Just because of the fact you got 20 pop-up, and you are in the opponent base so quickly. If you got 21, then it doesn't make sense, because if the guy goes mana tamps, it will be in your base and you will be in his base, and then it just has better army to do damage on you. So yeah, you definitely need to go 20 pop for this strategy to work. What about versus 18 pop 1 range? Versus 18 pop 1 range, I think you do good, because by the time the guy makes an archer range and an archer, he will be under pressure, so he still has to quick wall his resources, I think. And you are not flexible when you do 18 pop archers, so after your 2 militias, you can just pressure with skirms with your 20 pop-up, like just skirms, and use militias plus skirm to put pressure, and then the guy cannot really answer that. He would have to make a tower, think about transitioning to scouts, but then you can just transition to archers. Should we lure zebra? You don't need to. I think I did it this game. Yeah, I did. I took 1 zebra, but with the elephant or rhino, you don't need to take a zebra. Like nowadays, you can do any build order without taking deer or anything. Like, but do you have enough food income to make scum? Yes, you do. You do. And if you feel like you can pressure, like the guy has forward goal, or like, you will be able to pressure all the time, because the guy cannot go 18 pop archers and wall. So you can always keep the wood upgrade, like if you are going mana tamps and aggressive. And yeah, if the opponent does a wood upgrade, then he will be under big pressure. And when you do this strategy, if you are playing versus archers, if you can trade your scout versus the opponent's scout, it's so good, because then you can just go scums. I mean, with this strategy, you put pressure on your opponent and you are still flexible. You have good eco to... You don't spend that much resources on the 2 militias. So you can answer against anything. I guess the only problem maybe would be versus 20 pop mana tamps, which is really aggressive, but then if you don't take damage, if you just defend with your 2 militias, your scout and your villager, if you do a good defense, you shouldn't lose a villain. You shouldn't lose a villain, and the guy cannot afford wood upgrade, and he is really behind in eco. The only thing is that after defending versus the mana tam, you will need a really good scouting to not give the possibility to your opponent to sneak archers or anything. Because the strength of this strategy is also that you are scouting your guy, and he's under pressure, so he doesn't know what you are doing. Like, you could be doing anything after 2 militias. And yeah, this uptime after big pressure is just really good. And remember, I was Korean. Korean don't have any eco upgrade, eco bonus. So with a good civilization, you can even go up under 20 minutes. If you don't go scums, I'm pretty sure you can get an uptime like 19 minutes. Yeah, and I think it's really powerful in team games, like Hanatoff is pointing, because in team games you have 2 scouts from feudal age. So if you had 2 militias with it, you just pressure like crazy. And if you had 1 spear, you can always go to the pockets after that and pressure him, and so he cannot micro his scouts like a beast. Because if you're pressured at home, you cannot have good micro with your scouts. And he could even go back with his scouts just for 2 militias and a spear. Then that's a win. And in team game, if you trade, like if you manage to do some damage to the pocket scout, then your pocket has map control just because he has a really small advantage, which is insane.